Hello, happy Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Today we're doing some energy medicine yoga and we're looking at the element of metal. So in the energy medicine yoga, we use the ancient Chinese 5-element. So the 5 elements from ancient Chinese medicine. So we use water, wood, fire, earth, metal. Different Ayurveda, they use it differently. They have different ones. So this is what we're going to use in the energy medicine one. So the fall is a time of letting go. Metal element makes sense, right? It's transforming grief into faith, into letting go. And this is such a beautiful time of year, but it is, the death of the forest, the going to sleep, and waiting for the awakening in the spring. So the metal element governs the lungs, the large intestines, and the skin. So really, it takes care of detoxification in the body. Okay, lungs exchange oxygen, carbon dioxide. The large intestines are our last journey for our food, and the skin is our biggest detoxification organ. So I want to share a little bit of the metal element flow with you today in the energy medicine yoga. I actually just taught the full flow in my energy medicine yoga class in my virtual studio at the Healing Place, and it was a wonderful flow today. But I want to take you through just a few of the poses for this element. Okay. All right. So when metal is imbalanced, tend to be fairly judgmental with others and ourselves. We have trouble expressing and accessing emotion, and it feels like we're staying stuck maybe in our story, in that victimhood, right? Digestion issues with the large intestines, asthma, sinus, eczema, rashes, things like that, can all show metal being out of balance, right? So this is a balancing little flow for the metal element. All right, we'll start with the wake up. So if you could anchor your feet for me, please. And we've done this before, okay? And then we'll move on from there. So let's just find just below our collarbone on K27, that's kidney meridian, and just a light tap here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then coming into the thymus gland, stimulating the immune system. Could be tapping, massaging, whatever is feeling good for you today. Shake that out. Coming into the side, excuse me, at the bottom of the bra, light tapping here, spleen meridian. Could be massaging, tapping on the field, and shake it out. Then coming underneath the eyes, the bone just right under the eyes, almost in line with the pupil here. A lighter tapping here could be a massage, could be on the field, so off the body if that's feeling better for you. This is a grounding tap. And then shaking that out, bringing the hands down to the sides now. Just noticing that energy starting to move. Energy needs space. It wants to move. It needs space to move in. Okay, and it moves in patterns, routines. So now same hand to the same leg. And brush it off, shake that out. Now let's take that energy and come across the body now. So energy moves in patterns. And you can make those 8s as big as you want. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. A few more of each. Good, shaking that out. Now bring the hands to the pubic bone and just setting your intention. Remembering that metal is about letting go, transforming grief into faith. So just setting your intention, which could be an I am statement, okay? Inhale it up, flip the hands at the chin, exhale, bring it into the field. Inhale up the intention, this is called the zip up. And zip up that intention, bring it into the field. Middle finger to belly button, middle finger to the third eye, press in and up. 3 audible exhales here as we hook up the governing meridians. Bring your hands onto your heart. What are you most grateful for at this moment? Bringing the hands now together as we come into mountain pose, anchoring down through the feet, taking the thumbs and putting them just at that notch. So we have our collarbone, there's a little notch here, taking our thumbs there, fingers, the energy medicine yoga mudra, and breathing here. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 3 more breaths here. And bringing the hands down to the heart, coming into a chair pose here. Okay, inhale, reaching one arm up and one arm down, pulling from earth, pulling from heaven. Exhale, bring it to the heart. Inhale and exhale. Good. Connecting heaven and earth. Exhale. And one more. Taking the hands to the fronts of the thighs, and the sound is S. That is the sound for metal. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Now take the arms, open it up into a lower back bend. Inhale. S sound. Hands almost touch, but don't. Upper back bend. Bring it up and over. Now take the right over the left, down the outside of the arm. Come across to the lung meridians at the sides. Inhale it up. Take the left over the right. 2 more here. The arms up. Open it up into a Y, heaven rushing in. Exhale. On your next exhale, make those 8s down in front of the body. Celtic weaves come all the way down into the forward fold here. Folding forward. Take the hands and trace up spleen. So big toe now, outside of the ankle, inside the knee, flare out at the hips, come up to the shoulders, come back down to spleen. Tap it out. Shake it out here. Inhale up, exhale. Leave it all the way down. Right down to the mat now. And just bringing yourself down onto your mat, sitting in whatever feels good for you. Let's just take the hands to the front as we look at doing some pranayama here. So inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 4 as we balance breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Continue that pattern. For some of you, you might want to lengthen the breath. That's okay, but keep it even. Inhale and exhale. Even count. Once that feels pretty solid for you, start to lengthen your exhale by 2. Inhale 4, exhale 6. If the 6 doesn't feel good for you, go to 5, but just start to lengthen the exhale. Last 5 breaths here. Lengthening the exhale by 1 or 2. Just noticing now as you come to the end, how you feel. Notice where the mind is. Notice if you feel a little calmer, a little more relaxed. And taking one hand to the forehead. Palm on the forehead. Palm on the crown of the head here. And making the S sound. One more here. and comes to the heart. Just noticing again, checking in. All great tools for working with grief, letting go, metal elements. You know, when I started energy medicine yoga, I found it was a little bit strange, but yet fascinating. And as I'm starting, you know, to really work in the elements now, it's another layer. Well, I'll talk a lot more about the elements in coming future lives. But I guess what I wanted to really introduce you to was the fact that they're, you know, as we widen our perception of our healing, and we start to bring in tools that can help us with stress, managing stress, anxiety, depression. Okay? Does it solve it? Does it truly heal it? It's part, it's tools to help, to manage. We know that stress, you know, chronic stress leads to disease. And having some tools to calm your nervous system, to help balance, and just help you cope in day to day are priceless. They truly are. The wake up, I've been doing that every year for almost 2 years now, or maybe it is 2 years. My husband now joins me in the wake up every single morning. He's been doing that with me for a number of months now. And shifting and changing the energy, moving it in patterns, has really helped with stress management, anxiety, with energy balancing, with vibration. So I want to share those tools with you because it's just so important. And in the virtual studio, the Healing Place, the virtual studio, that you can find on my website at sherryjibb.com. Okay. I teach this once a week, a 45-minute practice, energy medicine yoga for women who want to truly love the skin they're in. It's a beautiful practice, and you can join live or you can come in on the replay. You have access for 5 days. You can do the class once, twice, whatever feels good for you. You know, it's a powerful practice when we add movement, when we add moving the energy. To me, it feels complete. It feels like this is why we do yoga. More than just flexibility, strength, all good things, great things. We want that. Mobility, absolutely. But also the healing and the working in the energy. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. Maybe one day you'll join me doing that. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday and rest of your week. And I will see you next week for Wellness Wednesday. If you have any questions, just drop them, reach out to me, drop them in the comments below. All right. And I am happy to get back to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.